Good afternoon.
Hi, Doctor. Hi,
Go on, I'm
everybody. Today we're going deal with Chapter 7, which is theories of language testing. Okay, Doctor, can you hear me?
listening.
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you. Go on.
Introduction, Chapter 7, Introduction. Theories of language testing. The importance of language testing and the evaluation of modern linguistics have made the teachers and testers are aware of the significance of a need for comprehensive analysis of the language under a consideration of the one hand teachers we constantly revising their teaching strategies in the light of advance in modern linguistics and psychology. On the other hand, testers are trying to improve to techniques to test language ability more vitally and revitally in compliance with advice in teaching the testing language ability very directly relates to what it really means to know a language. Discrete point approach. What is discrete point? Language is segmented into many small linguistic points, and the four language skills of listening, speaking, writing, and reading. Test questions are designed to test these skills of many questions on large numbers of linguistic points. But each question test have only one linguistics point. So I'm going to give you the definition of the discrete point. Discrete point testing refers to the testing of one element and a time, item by item. This might involve, for example, a series of Item, items each testing a practical grammatical structure. Example of discrete point test. Number one, yes, number one, uh, volume. Number two, yes, no, or true, false. Answer. Number three, spelling test. Number four, multiple choice test. Number five, fill in the blanks. Number six, grammar items. Interactive approve define is the test which focuses on two or more language elements. The project, the approve elements, the approve about putting many language skills together to complete task for a sentence writing on easy listening extra. The purpose of interactive testing is to show student ability to use the language targets. Types of question. Number one, close test. Number two, easy and other coherence writing task. Number three, oral interviews and conversation. Number four, reading. Number five, translation. So my friend Zainab, she going to complete presentation. Go ahead, Zainab. Zainab.
Raise your hand so I can
My
give you
friend
the mic if you
Zainab,
don't have it.
she going to complete presentation. Can you?
Yeah, I know she has a mic, but I can't hear her.
You hear this?
Yeah, I hear you, Tamara. I can't hear Zainab though.
Why?
Okay, Zainab, you have a microphone. You can turn it on. Tap on the mic. You can start talking. Okay, Tamara, you might as well continue your presentation. It's fine. Okay? Continue your explanations until Zainab can fix her microphone. So, because we don't have much time. Please go on. Tamara? Can you hear me? You please continue your explanations since Zainab can't connect her microphone. Please go on.
تمارا الدكتورة تقول خلي تكمل إذا ما موجودة زينب على ما تجي زينب إذا سمعن صوتنا.
I have enabled microphones for all of you guys, so there shouldn't be a problem. Either Zainab or Tamara, one of you continue the presentation.
We can hear you clearly, doctor.
You hear me or you can't?
I hear you clearly.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Receive your score for the presentation if you don't complete it, okay? So, I don't know, I'll give you about 2 to 3 minutes to fix the problem. And one of you please continue. I'll be waiting for you guys. Please message them and tell them that we're waiting for their presentation.
Excuse me, Doctor. Doctor, excuse me.
Yes, yes.
Zainab and Tamara say they have a problem in sounds.
What problem? Tamara was presenting. She
I
just
don't know,
stopped her
but
for Zainab.
they write on the chat.
Okay, what do we do? So we need to stop the presentation where it is. Yes, Zainab, go on.
Okay,
I can
thank
hear
you. Actually, I opened it with my iPad and I can't hear anything. So I opened it with my phone. I'm sorry to be late, but it's not, it's out my control.
It's
Okay,
fine, it's
thank
fine.
you.
Go on.
Okay, good morning, no, good morning, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Zainab Jamal, and I'm gonna complete what my colleagues Tamara which explained. So we're gonna deal with a functional approach. I'm gonna give you a little bit definition what that mean. A teaching method that focus on oral communications and real world language using it. So that can be used in any language inside the classroom, but especially important for these who are multiple lingual, yeah, for these who speaking more than one language in dual language classroom. So the meaning of the word is more important than grammatical structure. Communications really is focused on real life. So it doesn't matter the grammatical structure. It's only focused on the meaning. The meaning is important. The way to understand the communications purpose it is which we use the language. So the purpose is which we use the language, the important things. Okay, the way of understand how different parts of system work together to achieve a common goal. Yeah, that's it about this approach and interpretations of test scores. So here we have two types, individual two types of scores. First, creating references test, and the second one, which is normal references. So the creating references which is the goal of the to measure the skills and the knowledge a student has masters. So here, the measure the skills and the knowledge that the student have already know it. The learner, how much they learn from the classroom. So they're gonna measure these skills. And the goal of these, okay, and the scores. Here, the scores is of a student. They're given as present. For example, if the student gets all the question right, okay, so they're gonna be a 100%. That why. And the test is taken as a smaller number of students. The test as usually the test as usually in the time of the class. How much the class is taken. So the text is dependent on this. Also the created is by the teacher. The created of this test is dependent on the teacher. And what the purpose? This question is what the purpose. The purpose is given a smaller groups, as I said before, of students, okay, and help the student to determine how the chemical has been learned, how the methods has been learned. That what that means. So another one which is norm references, which is against, is opposite from creating references. This aim ranks students best based on test achievements. Okay, and the scores are given as a rank based on other students' scores. So here it's compare between I take one student and I compare with another one. Yeah, the result interpreted by comparing. As I said before, I take one student and I compare with another student who takes the same test. Okay, the student performance is always relative to the group Okay. The student's performance is always relative to the group, even if the student gets higher or low. So I have one student in the group of students, and I take one student comparing with another student in the same group. The test a large of a student test takes in the long time. So here it's take a long time to develop to complete the text. Okay, just upper than that, please, because we have to complete the purpose. Yes, here. So, what the purpose? They give it to the large group of students, help to classify students and identify student ability and disability. So, that's it for the chapter 7. Yes, ma'am.
So it was a good presentation, but it was kind of, I don't know, maybe it was too short.
Actually, I decided to be short because the time of the lecture, maybe it's I'm not gonna waste a lot of time, so I decided to be a lot of information in the short structure.
A short amount of time. Okay, but could
Yes.
you tell your classmates some of the important points in the chapter to help them for the exam since they're looking for, you know,
Uh,
some important
actually,
points?
I read
I can
the
share the
questions
book.
here. Sorry,
Okay, okay.
miss.
No, go on.
Sorry, but what's the last word you said? I don't hear you clearly.
I said I can share the book PDF for you so you can, refer to some important points, either you or Tamara, since your presentation was really short. You could refer to some important points in the chapter for your friends to help them with the exam.
Okay.
Okay? Do you want me to do that?
Okay.
Share the file? Okay, then. Give me a minute. the book PDF for you to use. If you need to refer to any points, maybe about 2 to 3 minutes, okay? Not very long. Do you have my voice? Can you hear me?
Okay, mommy, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. So for about maybe 2 to 3 minutes, some more important points for your classmates, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, you can also ask Mr. Abdurrahman to move the page for you guys,
Okay, mom.
where you need. Go on. I'll be listening.
So here, in introductions, the text is testing language ability that are very direct relative to what it really means to know about language. So the questions is the issues wherever language can be broken into skills and common wherever skills are intended are different relative. Okay, and they get together at the same time. And the first paragraph and the second one I also wrote it in our presentation. Okay, so I will move to the okay. So here the table, if they can see, they're classifying testing tried with the principles maybe, which is traditional grammar, traditional, and also audiolingual, yeah, so on, so functional, and if I will go to the described points approach, in this approach, the language are defined. It's not depend on only one language. It's based on it's actually not about one skills. It's depend on a lot of skills here, small items. Um, it's the units, small items of the language. Which is if the teachers the teachers may test, it's only focus on one materials or just one skills. For example, if the teacher want to examine them in the grammar, so they only depend on the grammar, so the test or the questions will be based on the grammar only. So that's the point. And it's really big differences between this approach and another one, which is interactive testing. These they have a lot of let me say a lot of skills in one questions. So for example, if the teachers give them a questions, not questions, but they given listen to the some audio and then give them essay to answer. So here the teacher use two skills, which is listening and writing. So that mean of integrative testing, which is they test elements item by item. It's more than one skills. So they use two skills. Also, they have a table here. And if we go to the functional, which is I already mentioned it, it's which is linguistics focus on lingual no, it's language focus on linguistics forms and descriptive of structure of language. So that I already mentioned it. So here there's 5 points. Maybe it's important or no. Just if they can see these pictures. Doctor, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm trying to fix it so they're more visible. Hold on.
Sorry, what?
I'm trying to change the degree of zooming to make it more visible. Give me a second.
Okay, I got you. So interruption of testing. Actually, it's not here. Okay. Tamara, do you want to go on with an interruption of test score, or I complete? What do you think, Tamara?
If approved, define.
Interruption courses.
Interactive approved define is a test which focuses on two or more language elements. This approach about putting many language skills together to complete the testing for entities writing on easy listening extra.
Tamara, actually, I speak all these topics.
Yes.
Up to the last one.
What types of question? What?
The norm question, the norm references and curtain references. The last one, the last topic.
Where?
Okay, I'm gonna complete this.
Because my.
Okay. So here, norm references. It's meaning the sources by putting compares. As I said before, it depends on comparing students with other students. So it depends on achievement, how the student achieve, and just imagine like a really big group of students, a large number, and I will compare student with another student. So that why the name of his norm references interpretations, and creating references which means it depends on how much the student know knowledge and
It's called
story map
criterion reference. Okay, criterion.
criterion.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm listening. I was just correcting the pronunciation. It's fine.
Okay. It just here it's dependent on achievement. How many students have um, a knowledge and skills. So it's also here it's a really a small group of students and created by teachers. The text or the questions it's created by the teachers mostly in the most of time. And yeah, that's it, miss.
Okay, very nice. Thank you.
Thank
Zainab,
you
you
so much.
explained very well. Thank you for your explanations. And also
Thank you
thank
so
you,
much,
Tamara,
ma'am.
for. Thank you. Okay, so I think that's for chapter 7. It's a rather short chapter, and the most important points in this chapter would be the types of tests that you have. And as Zainab and Tamara had tried to put them in a concise and short way, it can be a very good presentation for guiding you to read them. But of course, you'll need to refer to the chapter. Since it's a very short one, you can't rely only on a presentation to be able to grasp it, okay? You need to have studied this chapter fully because it's a very short one. So every part can be a question, okay? So I'm just, hinting you guys, giving you hints to study this chapter closely because it's one of those chapters that can have very specific questions. It's a rather short one, less than 10 pages, I suppose. So yeah, that's it. Thanks again. Let's go for chapter 8, testing vocabulary. Let me see. I think it's Mr. Abdulrahman, is it? For chapter 8? Okay. Let me put this outside. So, I cannot hear you. Your voice is very low. Can you raise the volume?